Hello, this is Julian from the 70s channel. And did you have a good Christmas? I hope you had a good Christmas. And did you have a good Boxing Day? Well, I've lost count. I don't even know what day it is. It's quite unbelievable, isn't it? Having Christmas Day on a Thursday. But it seemed like Sunday to me, a long day, and Boxing Day. But I tell you what, this is the fastest Christmas ever. I can't remember any Christmas going as fast as this one. This went like a rocket this Christmas. Christmas is over and we're looking into the new year. And anyway, it's Monday, the 29th of December, and not happy because the postman left this. I heard some noises. I thought the postman was at the door, but he didn't knock. He just put this outside the door and it's been outside the door for 3 hours. Unbelievable. It's my new T.Rex LP. Yeah, my new T.Rex LP. This LP is called Across the Airwaves. It was some songs that Mark did for the BBC. And I say the BBC, particularly on John Peel's programme. Some tracks for Bob Harris, I think, as well. This is a track listing. Do you know, I've already got a copy of this Across the Airwaves because it came out in 1982. But I didn't have it on this Cube and Fly label. I had it on a picture disc. A picture disc. If you check my videos, I played Hot Love from this Across the Airwaves. It's a great version of Hot Love. It has the tambourines in it. It's a great version of Ride a White Swan as well. These tracks are fantastic from Mark. And yeah, the one I've got, I brought in 1982 and I've still got it. And it's a picture disc of this album. And it wasn't on Cube because it was a picture disc, as I said. This is in mono. Let's have a look at the track listing. Misty Coat of Albany. We got Scariot. Once Upon the Seas of Abyssinia. Misty Mist. I don't know that one. I'm not too familiar. Chariots of Silk. You see, Mark put out so much stuff. Even today, there's new stuff coming out. I mean, he did really work hard, and from 67 to 77, he worked his socks off. I mean, he put out albums every year. Screen Scoff. He wrote the songs. Girl is on here. Life's a Gas, Jeepster, Beltane Walk, and Jewel. These are all brilliant versions. Yeah, it's in mono. Mark sounds great in mono. He really does. Sailors of the Highway, that's a good track. Sunrise from the T.Rex album. Day Lay, Wind Cheateth, By the Light of the Magical Moon, Hot Love, First Heart of the Mighty Dawn, Summertime Blues, Pavilions of the Sun, Ride a White Swan. Excuse the bed, I haven't made the bed yet, but I've got it on the bed. This is it, the T.Rex, and it comes in a gatefold. I thought it was torn, but it's not torn. It comes in this fantastic gatefold. Look at that. You open it up and you've got all this. All the information on the album. You've got some lovely pictures of Mark, Mickey. Mark and Mickey again. Yeah, it's great stuff. And you got some here. Mainly it was on John Peel's. There was a Radio 1 Club that he did it. Radio 1 Club. Just having a look. Mainly John Peel's program, which was Top Gear. I think there's some stuff that was done on Bob Harris' show. I should have read this for you. But anyway, if you fancy getting this album, you get all this information. And look at these. These are the tracks that Mark laid down. Look at that. He laid down these tracks on the 5th of May 1969, 5th of May 1969, 5th of May 1969. How cool is this? 5th of May 1969. That was all these tracks here. Misty Coat of Albany, Once Upon the Seas of Abyssinia, Chariots of Silk. And then on September 71, all for the BBC, some, as I said, that Top Gear programme, John Peel. So I love these dates that Mark did. Look at this, September 71, November 71, March 71, October 70. As I said, most of these are from John Peel's Top Gear programme, but he also performed on another Radio 1 show, the Radio 1 Club. It was called the Radio 1 Club. So, and also Sounds of the 70s. When you see Sounds of the 70s on a Sunday now, this is an old program, Sounds of the 70s, and Mark appeared on here. Look at these dates. 17th of November 69, he did Win Cheeteth. 17th of November 69, By the Light of the Magical Moon. Hot Love. First of the Mighty Dawn, 17th of November 1969. How cool are these dates? You got it all written down for you. And you got all the... Steve Curry, Mickey Finn, Steve Took. T.Rex are the best! I love Mark Bolan. There's no one better than T.Rex. T.Rex are the best. Mark is so talented. Mark, songwriter. He's songwriter. Okay, he sung Summertime Blues on here. That's the only one because everyone sung that back in them days. They were just practicing. But apart from that, Mark wrote all these songs. He wrote all the Tyrannosaurus Rex 4 albums. He wrote all the albums that followed that. I think it was about 11, wasn't it? One every year anyway. 2 in 1970. He put out more albums than the Sweet and Slade. He wrote them himself. He didn't have other people writing them for him. He wrote them himself. He played the guitar. And he sang with a great voice. And he's in the Hall of Fame. He deserved to be in the Hall of Fame. This is one of the country's, UK's greatest artists, Mark Bolan. And in the 70s, I lived in Germany. And I used to go to the record shops in Germany, in Hamelin, a place called Hamelin, and they had T.Rex in there. And sometimes they have these garages where they have David Bowie singles and Mark Bolan singles. It was great. They love T.Rex in Germany, and they all the way around Europe. What a guy! Do you know this album? These songs here, what Mark did, these dates. These songs were all tucked away in the archives because this album came out in 1982. I'm really glad I got a mono version. Look at that, in mono. How cool is that? I got this album in mono, and I've also got it on a picture disc. How cool is that, having this in mono? Absolutely awesome. And these tracks were tucked away until in November 1979, Tommy Vance featured radio sessions by Mark Bolan performed in 1969 and 71 on his Friday Night Rock show. It was Tommy Vance that decided, wow, what's these songs hanging around? These songs were hanging around in the vaults, and Tommy Vance, on his Friday Night Rock show, unearthed them and started playing sessions. And then the record company, Fly, thought, yeah, let's release an album. This is a great album, really. It's a must for any T.Rex fan. I'm glad I got it on mono. I got it on picture disc. I hope you enjoyed the video. There'll be another one shortly. Take care. Have a great day.